What up, everyone? It's Nyakiminya, and we're back for more Disney Twisted Wonderland theories, nya. You may be wondering why I'm talking like this, nya. Um, for my change of voice, it's because I want to change it up, and me ending the sentence with nya, I love Chenya, nya. And this may be the only video I will say nya at the end of my sentence, nya. So here we go, nya! Woo! Nya! Okay, so without further ado, let's get started, nya! Um, Today's topic is about Pomefiore art, nya! The upcoming chapter we've all been waiting for, nya! So this is just my speculations on what's going to happen in this art, nya! So during the end of Scarabia arc, we the gang has saw Apple crying for some reason, yeah. And the reason why he's crying is maybe because he got sick and tired of his dorm, yeah. To be specific, about the teachings in Pomefiore, yeah. If we're going to base it on Apple's ceremonial robe story, um, I can, what do you call it niya? Alright niya, got it niya. At first he want, the dorm of his dreams in NRC is Savannah Clonia. He wanted to get strong niya. Physically I mean niya, since appearance wise he looks delicate niya, and I personally think that Apple doesn't want to be delicate niya. Anyways niya, manner wise, Apple is different from his peers in Pomefiore. Yeah, in his dorm, yeah, in Pomefiore dorm, yeah. So upon seeing that, Vil and Rook themselves took the responsibility of maybe teaching the ways of being a Pomefiore student, yeah. So that may be the reason why at the end of the chapter, it was stated that Apple escaped from those two. So yeah, that might be the reason, yeah. Anyway, so this is where the story begins for Pomefiore arc, yeah. We all know that Vil is twisted from the evil queen, yeah. Despite Apple being twisted from the apple, I can see him also being twisted from Snow White appearance wise and maybe ability and plot wise, yeah. So in the movie in Snow White, in a way, Evil Queen drove out Snow White. So Snow White ran as far as way ran as far away as she can, and she ended up being in into the dwarf's house niya. Similar to that, Will maybe directly or most likely indirectly drove out Apple out of his dorm niya. Thus, this leads to Apple going into the MC's dorm to take refuge niya. Now, why would Apple choose the MC's dorm niya? Personally, I think that the MC is starting to get more famous, which is evident in Scarabia arc when Jamil recognized them during those three problems that they need to resolve. Yeah. And by three problems, I mean when during the issues in Heart's Labio, Savannah Claw, and Octavinal. Yeah. that, and maybe Apple knew that the MC is some sort of problem solver. So he sought help for the MC niya. I mean from the MC niya. Hmm. What do you call it niya? And I can in this I can see um Ace Deus Jack and a reluctant Green helping Apple to escape from his storm. I mean, hid Apple from his storm, yeah. And I can see it in two ways, yeah. Firstly, Apple may not go to classes anymore, so he can avoid Will, Rook, and Pomefiore students in all. Yeah, and secondly, maybe he also what you call he took classes but he's being cautious niya. With the help of Ace, Deus, Jack, and Grim, they may have been able to hid Apple for a while niya. And upon Apple's disappearance, Will I can see Will ordering Rook to find Apple and bring him back to the dorm niya. Since he's the dorm leader and all, and maybe he doesn't want any students to leave from the dorm niya. I can totally see Rook following that order niya. Anyways, eventually Rook found eventually Rook will find Apple niya. And how does Rook find Apple niya? I can see two ways. I mean, no two ways. Scratch that niya. What I mean to say is because of Rook's unique magic niya. I can see his unique magic. Some sort of maybe tracking niya, tracking his targets niya, maybe through magic signature niya, or something like that niya. Anyways, that's what I think of Rook's unique magic niya. It's some sort of tracking magic to lead him to his target niya. Anyways niya, sooner or later, the MC's gang faced Rook or may possibly Will, and they fought niya. And during that commotion, MC, Grim, and Apple took this chance to escape and take refuge in Scarabia niya. And Kalim being generous, he accepted and he accepted taking Apple in and maybe as well as MC and Grim so that Kalim can protect them niya since Grim still is an inexperienced magician and BMC is powerless unless the writers decide to make the MC have magic as a plot twist niya. So anyways, aside from that, hell I can see Scarabia, or to be specific, Jamil helping as well since he has no choice since Kalim ordered it. Yeah. Jamil uses his unique magic to hypnotize people to either distract Rook or hypnotize the students to make them dress as Apple and act like Apple and I mean to divert Rook's attention. Yeah. So yeah. And because of that I can see Apple hiding um being hidden from the two for maybe a while, yeah, maybe um approximately maybe 3 to 5 days, yeah. So anyways, upon seeing similarly to the hunter when he failed to kill Snow White, Rook reported his failure to Vilnia, and this leads Vil to take the matter into his own hands niya. And how does he do that niya? Well, he uses his unique magic as well niya. As for what is his unique magic, I can see Will having in unique magic maybe something like a shapeshifter niya, or maybe copying someone's appearance and voice as well. Like when in reference of Snow White when the evil queen transformed into an old lady. Yeah. Maybe he copied one of the MC's friends and blends in completely. Yeah. Uh, Personality wise, I think Will is a good actor, so I think he can get whoever he's copying um their personal he can copy their personality perfectly. Yeah. Anyways, by using his unique magic, I can see Will um has succeeded in doing so and brought back Apple to his dorm. Yeah. So um the MC's group of course will have to save Apple from Will. Yeah, maybe after learning maybe knowing Apple more and how Will maybe treats Apple. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. The MC's gang went to Pomefiore dorm to help Apple escape and maybe possibly help him change his dorm into his dream dorm. Yeah. And they almost succeeded if it weren't for Will and Rook blocking their way. Yeah. Of course, a magic battle ensued, and I can see the MC's group winning. Yeah. Maybe after knowing Will's and Rook's tricks, yeah, since they fought before, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. And upon that, during that fight, Will and Apple clashed, yeah. And by clash, I mean their ideals clash, yeah. And so, the reason why will overblow maybe because of Apple for two reasons, yeah. Firstly, maybe Will is jealous, and secondly, their ideals, yeah. Since their ideals differ from each other, yeah. So, yeah, after Will's defeat, of course, we'll also see Will's past, yeah. And as for Will's past, yeah, I can see Will using his beauty to survive since he's part-time jobs revolve around his appearance niya. And speaking of that, I can also see that Will was poor niya and maybe average looking niya. Um, in regards to that niya, the reason why he may have the mindset of beauty is everything is because when he tried to get jobs, like maybe he needed fast cash, I personally think modeling and acting is maybe a fast way to get cash. He got rejected because he wasn't as beautiful as he is today niya. So in the end, um, so what will how Pomefiore will end? Yeah, I can see Apple and Will respecting each other's ideas. Yeah, Will maybe still pounding how a Pomefiore student should act, but maybe he loosened the reins. Maybe similar to how Riddle what Riddle did niya, loosening the reins of the rules, and him loosening the reins of how to become a proper Pomefiore student niya. I can also see Apple not changing his dorm niya. Maybe he found a reason why not to change his dorm niya. And that's all for the Pomefiore chapter niya. I hope my explanation is clear niya. I hope you understand my analysis niya. So anyways, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel niya. Hit the bell button so you get to be updated for my new content for my channel niya. Don't forget to follow me on Tumblr and Twitter, and I'll leave a I'll leave links to the description box below niya. That's all. Nyakimi out niya.